give it up for your host, Mike Perkins!
Another late-night comedy show with Mike Perkins and Paul Brodo. We're the house band, we're on the show tonight. Another late show tonight with Mike Perkins.
Yes, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Give it up for yourselves for coming to another late show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're excited to have you here. With me, as always, our partner in crime. Give it up for my man, Paul Brodo. We got the Brodo fan club here tonight, baby. How you doing, my man? You feeling good?
I'm feeling great, Mike.
You looking good, baby.
Thank you. I'm losing a lot of weight.
You have been, man.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, you look fucking slim, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Fucking good, man. He's good. He works out more than anybody I know. He works out like, what, 3 times a day and shit?
6 times a week.
6 times a week. Pretty fucking good, though, you know? God bless you. Give it up for Paul Brodo. TikTok sensation and workout sensation, baby. That's what I'm saying. How you doing over there, Paul Brodo? Hey, give it up another woo. There you go. Paul Brodo, ladies and gentlemen. With me, as always, it's the best band in the world. It's the show with Adam and Sean. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Thank you.
How you guys doing? We
We're
feeling
doing
good, baby?
We're doing good. We did a show last night, and right before we went on stage, a chick flashed her titties, and that was the coolest way to ever start a show.
Yeah.
So,
It's a really good introduction.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
Well,
dude. Well, on my way up right now, some guy just flashed his dick, so I think it's the
There
same.
it is.
The same exactly.
I'll take
It's
both.
almost the same energy.
It's the same energy.
Almost.
Did they really?
No.
Each boob said the show on it or something?
Yeah.
She fucking
They really did. She
No, she won a gift bag.
wanted a gift back. That's all it took. Was give away some gift, some fucking
Huntington Beach is wild.
Trader Joe's gift cards. And she was like, I'll show them both.
That's fucking awesome. Showing titties for some Trader Joe's, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Give it up. Give it up for the show with Adam and Sean, ladies and gentlemen. And my name is Mike Perkins. I'm going to be your host tonight. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to another late show tonight, baby. We have a bunch of special guests tonight. Madison Montgomery is here, our special musical guest. Tonight.
Yes. You know what?
We got Val Duro is here also, our special guest comedian. Joel Marshall is here. Special guest. We also have some of my best friends, comedians here tonight too. And we got an amazing show for you guys. We also got some surprises, baby. There's always surprises. Maybe some boobs flashing up here. Who knows? You know what I mean? You never know. But what do you guys think? You want to start this monologue right now, ladies and gentlemen?
Tell us about the current events, Mike.
You want to start this monologue? Give it up for yourself. All right. So this is happening in the world. A mega estate in Florida worth over $235 million is set to become the world's most expensive property with 3 whopping mansions and a private yacht basin. $235 million property. Yeah, and a close second place as the most expensive is a 1-bedroom down the street in Burbank. So coming in at $220 million if you want to split it with a roommate, 1 bedroom. This happened, I don't know if you guys seen this article, it was very insane. And an 88-year-old man arrived at a hospital emergency room with a World War I bomb shoved up his ass. Yeah, World War I bomb shoved right up his ass. Yeah, apparently during the reenactment, he fired into the wrong foxhole. I think that's what happened. It's like going. It's going. That's a big fucking, I mean, God bless him after that, you know what I mean?
How long had it been there?
That's the real question.
I don't know. I don't think he fell asleep with it in. He's like, oh, fuck, what happened? What's going on? World War I fans? What a weird question. You guys like World War I? Too soon? Too soon, guys?
Sorry about that World War I joke, everybody.
Sorry, guys.
We'll dial it back.
Sorry, it's been a while. Anyway, Abraham Lincoln got shot. You guys hear about that? You guys hear about that one? He got shot from the balcony? This is my favorite story that happened over the past week or so. A mother in Colorado got in a fight with her husband and then was arrested after she
There it is. That's what we like.
That New Jersey tongue.
Yeah, that's what we came for.
The New Jersey tongue.
That's why we're here.
No music?
No music. Can't get
All
it.
right, we're good.
Yeah, there it is.
World War II, guys. I wanted to get into World War II. No, this happened. A mother in Colorado got in a fight with her husband and then was arrested right after that for having sex with an entire teenage hockey team to get back at him. Yeah, bringing a new meaning to the Flying V. Mighty Ducks fans? No, it is fucked up. The parents were really angry, but the coach was just happy that their team play finally improved, you know? One kid actually got a hat trick. It was funny. One kid got a hat trick. That's all that matters is she got a spit take. That's all that matters. So did the mom in Colorado.
Nice.
Nice.
There it was.
A priest was arrested in Spain for trafficking and distributing Viagra in the church. Yeah, apparently during the service, the peace wasn't the only thing that was with you, you know, so. Amen. Amen to that. Amen. This is a cute thing for couples. It's been stated that couples that fart together are happier, healthier, and stay together longer. A new study has shown, yeah. And another study from my girlfriend states that, yeah, because they're fucking gross and can't find anybody else. So, give it up for her, ladies and gentlemen. In South Carolina, 2 child care providers were taken into custody for allegedly running a child fight ring that included 14 kids. Yeah, 14-kid fight ring. And, yeah, and we all know the first rule of Fight Club is finish your homework first. God damn it, finish your homework first. This happened. An annual event in Japan known as the Naked Man Festival came to an end after nearly 1,000 years due to the declining population and lack of viewership. Yeah, well, there goes my chance to get into a fucking festival. All right. You know, you just want a credit, you know? Come up with this next guy, you've seen him at the Naked Man Festival. A man in Iowa was charged, speaking of, being naked, a man in Iowa was charged with indecent exposure after getting caught masturbating at a come-and-go gas station. Yeah. Yeah, in his defense, though, he thought the name was Full Service. You know, that's what he thought the station was full service. A trans woman sued her partner for throwing away her testicles. It's a fucked up story, I know. It's a true story. A trans woman sued her partner for throwing away her testicles, which she kept in the fridge after getting them removed. Yeah, I know, it's disgusting, but, you know, it really took balls to do that, so. I wish that worked. Scientists in Japan have been able to create an artificial meat from human poop. Yeah. And here I thought the only time I was going to eat shit was all my monologue jokes, so. There it is, baby, there it is. A new survey has shown that the majority of millennials and Gen Z use subtitles when watching TV. They only watch it on subtitles, yeah, but they did warn you, don't put it in cursive because then they'll be fucked. So, I won't be able to read the cursive, yes. I don't know how to sign my name in cursive, actually, to be honest. I can read it a little bit, but anyway, moving on. How we feeling, guys? Feeling good?
Cool
Story. Feeling good, baby?
That's a nice bit of honesty for us.
Cool story, Mike.
Yeah, cool story, guys, just saying. Everyone's on the Gen Z side, I guess. A 3-year-old kid in Australia got himself stuck after climbing inside of a claw machine. He got stuck in the claw machine for a couple hours, yeah. He was finally saved after a cop spent about $54 worth of quarters to get him out. But the cop is now raising the child too because it was his prize, so. It's my kid now, I won. This is a cool story. A man traveling solo visited all 12 Disney parks around the world in 12 days. Yeah, and if you're thinking what he does for the rest of the year, he just keeps on being a virgin. So that's what he It's just 12 parks in 12 days. Definitely flying solo. This happened. A man was arrested at a Walmart in Pennsylvania for filling his shopping cart with over $1,100 worth of bacon and shotgun shells and was trying to leave without paying. Yeah. Guys, welcome back to LSD Shopping Spree, where you can get all the bacon and shotgun shells you want.
Excuse me, I thought this was America.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought the bacon was free too, but freedom would, And finally, a couple in Kentucky just got married inside of a gas station bathroom that is virally known as the disco bathroom. Yeah, where you hit a red button and a disco ball comes down to dance. They got married now. And there's a couple awes. I know, it's cute, yeah. And aside from everything, it really was a beautiful wedding filled with friends and family, but they did say it got weird after they cut the wedding urinal cake. So that's it. Hey guys, that's our monologue, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming to another late show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. We've been going to show a long time. It's been 4 years almost, guys. I think it's actually been 4 years. Me and Paul were doing this show by ourselves in a theater we don't talk about anymore, and it's just me and him being like, you guys, like I was just trying to wing my monologue, which is what I just did right now too. So that's pretty much, only the, whatever. What are you gonna do? But anyway, we have our next performer coming up. I want to get it very loud in here, guys. I want to get it very loud in here for this one. This guy has been with us since the very beginning. He's one of my best friends in the world, and he's about to crush it for you guys right now. So I want to get it very loud in here. Get it very loud in here for Sports and a Half with my man Brian McDaniel. Yeah, fucking sexy back in black. Fuck yeah. Thank you. You guys, this segment's called Sports and a Half. You don't have to know anything about sports to enjoy the segment. Just know how you feel about what I'm saying. If you like something, I want to hear you cheer. Yeah! If you hate something, I want to hear you boo. Boo! If you don't have any feelings about what I say, I want you to sack up and get some emotions, you little bitch.
Get in touch.
All right, get in touch with yourself. All right, here we go. Steve Garvey. Former Dodger Steve Garvey is running for Senate as a Republican in California. Finally, a Dodger's going to make it to November before losing embarrassingly. Sports and a Half. Johnny Manziel. Former Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel revealed that after he was bounced from the NFL, he lost 40 pounds on a strict diet of blow. So, if you can't get your latest Ozempic refill, try strict diet of blow. Yeah! Come on, we can laugh about it now, right? It's part of it. It's fine. It's great. It's helping people. All right, Chase. Maybe not. Fuck, I don't know. African-American golfer Chase Johnson got a special invite to the Genesis Invitational and made the cut. Feel good story. Yeah. Yeah, congrats, Chase Johnson. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with next week's special invite, Hunter O'Dong. And Chase Johnson. Okay! Sports and a Half. The Oakland A's. The Oakland A's are looking for a place to play for the next several seasons through 2028. In order to cash in on their regional TV sports deal of $67 million a year, they have to stay in the Bay Area. So now they're negotiating again with Oakland, who they've been trashing for years. Yeah, and Oakland has decided they're going to trash them back. A spokesman for the mayor's office said, quote, "To my great shock, the A's have once again failed to provide anyone in Oakland with clarity on their genius business plans," and then added, quote, "Luckily we make more money with one exhibition soccer game at the Coliseum than we do throughout an entire A's season." Yeah, suck it, A's. Yeah. Here's regular soccer game. Here's soccer game that means nothing. Here's your entire season. All right, Sports and a Half. Sports and a Half. Closing it out here with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark! Yes! Yes! Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the unreal three-point shooter, college women's points record holder. Just recently made that record. She also has the jersey sales record for all of college sports ever. She's about to pass Pete Maravich and become the greatest college scorer, men or women. And the Iowa State Assembly made a Caitlin Clark Day. Yeah. Democrats and Republicans voted unanimously together to make that a day. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, this one time, both parties are celebrating a school shooter instead of pretending they're powerless afterwards. Sports and a half. Brian McDaniel, ladies and gentlemen. Dropping that sports truth at the end, baby. Give it up. God damn. Brian McDaniel, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one more time. How do you feel, Paul? You doing good over there?
I feel like playing a game, Mike.
You want to play a game right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a card game here called 100 Questions About Sex.
All
I figured the four of us could play it and get to know each other a little bit more. Maybe let the audience get to know us a little bit better.
Okay.
How you
This
guys
is
feeling
happening.
about
Here we
it?
go.
All right. Let's talk about sex.
Let's go for it. Who wants to go first?
I think Adam does.
Oh, great. There we go.
All right. First up, Adam, do you ever feel guilty or ashamed after sex? And tell me more about it.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't go first.
Yeah, my behavior. Yeah, I do. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
I said yes and I told you what.
Post-nut clarity's a thing.
pretty good.
That's
You know,
a thing.
it really is. Who wants to go next, guys? This is a good one.
All right.
You go.
I'll
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, you get to
All
pick the
right,
next one.
Sean, have you ever taken or posed nude for photos?
How nude?
Yeah, exactly. How
Because
nude?
we've posed pretty nude together.
Yeah. I've done some boudoir.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is the full Monty. Like it's all gone.
Never with my face.
Plain and safe. I like
There
it.
it is.
Have you ever sent them to a special someone?
I don't think so.
Never
no.
with my face.
Definitely never with my face. Yeah.
No? All right, Mike, it's your turn.
Okay.
Here we go.
I apologize. What's your favorite way to get off when you're alone? I don't know. These are the cards.
My favorite way to get off when I'm alone.
What are your deep
And my
thoughts?
girlfriend's not at the show. She's here. She's here at the show. My favorite way to get off is, just think about my girlfriend.
There you go.
She's the love of my life.
Hell yeah.
She's the love of my life.
Woo. Well, I pulled a doozy. I'll just read this for myself.
Hey, Paul.
When did you first realize touching yourself felt good? Probably when I was a kid. Used to watch a lot of Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, wait, hold on. What was the show on Nickelodeon?
Figure it out with some.
Clarissa explained it all, huh?
Danny Tamborelli wasn't the only one getting slimed.
Back to Adam.
Okay.
Are these all triple X ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let's try to go through. There are a lot of triple X. This is another triple X. This is another.
Go, we'll do one
All
more
right.
each.
Do you have a safe word? And have you ever used it?
No, I haven't. It sucks to say that, honestly, but yes, that's my answer, unfortunately.
Okay. Sean?
Okay.
Describe your wildest sex dream. And if you don't remember your dreams, then make one up.
I think it would have have involved like the U.S. women's national soccer team. And just me.
I like it. All right, Mike.
All right, last one. Here we go, Mike.
What personality and character traits are most important to you in a partner? This should be easy to
Right there, put a spotlight on her.
Boring. Pick a triple X.
Boring, triple X.
They wanna,
wait, what was it again? What traits?
what personality and character traits are most important to you in a partner?
Oh, well, she's got to have a good sense of humor. She's got to laugh my monologue jokes when no one else does. Yeah, she just got to be really caring and empathetic and.
Are you running for office? Jesus Christ!
I want you to vote for me
Answers.
in November for 2024.
You're gonna pretend to everyone like you don't fantasize about pasta.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, when she makes spaghetti, I fucking love it. That's why, you know.
Pasta on them titties. Let's go.
All right, last one. Have you, me, ever seen or participated in a golden shower? Are you into the idea or does it turn you off? No, I have not done that. It does not turn me on. And I have seen one online.
Let's pull it up.
Let's pull it up. There's a video of Paul watching it on lunch.
Paul watching it.
Wow, it's really yellow.
Tossing through the window.
All right, well, that was some questions with Paul Brodo, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I got a light on that one, dude. That was great. I thought you'd be like, what do you fucking jerk off to when it's raining, you know, or whatever else.
Yeah, that would have been something.
Yeah. Give it up for Paul Brodo, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. We're going to keep this show moving, rolling, fucking...
Happy to hoop.
There he is. There he
Moving
is.
on, baby. We're going to keep the show moving along, baby. Ready for our next performer right now, ladies and gentlemen? You ready for your next comedian right now, ladies and gentlemen? I love this guy who comes all around town. He's one of the best in the biz. Guys, give the round of applause go for my man, Paul Preston.
Mike Perkins, keep it going, Mike Perkins. The best boyfriend you could possibly have. Speaking of which, this is my first another late show tonight as an engaged man. Very much. Yeah, I'm happy too, which makes me like the anti-stand-up comic. I'm happy. Been a great relationship. Love her, playing food. It's all crazy. But I want to say this is my fiance right over here, Susan. Give it up for Susan. We got engaged last November at the Tina Fey and Amy Poehler show in Las Vegas. They had a Q&A at the end, and I had submitted the question, will you marry me for her? And she said yes. So we are now engaged. And yes, thank you again. And we're still, yeah, so you can pull out again if you'd like. But I knew she wasn't super into marriage, so I was kind of leaning on her throughout our relationship, and it's been 3-some years, so I instead of saying, will you marry me, I said, may I marry you? And so she said yes, to which Amy Poehler said, consent is hot. And that's where we are today. So we're doing this whole thing the way she wants to. If you notice I'm wearing an engagement ring, that's because she said, I'm wearing one, you should wear one too. And so that's the deal, yeah. So, and she's the sweetest, kindest person I know. She's the adult in the room where I'm older person, but she's clearly the adult. I know I'm older because now I type AM into Google search. It used to come up auto-filled AMC theaters, now it's Ameriprise. So I'm like an older person, and I'm not so thrilled about that. But again, kindest person ever. If like there were The Purge, she would spend the lawless era of The Purge riding solo in the carpool lane. That's the extent of her intensity and her friendship. I bring all that up to say this. In a relationship, you find out there are some things that people, however kind they are, however sweet they are, they just hate. And so are there some things Susan hates that I wanted to share with you? Are there any couples out here? Any couples? Anyone else? Yeah? Okay. So do you know the things that your significant other hates? Do you have any? You want to shout them out? Just like irrational things, odd things, or just really out-of-the-box things? Because really, this is stand-up, but it's also group therapy for me. I need to kind of talk this out and figure out what to make of some of these items. I'll give you an example. Okay, so one of the things, I call it Susan's hate list. And so for the hate list, like she hates the Kindle. Now that's fine. You can love or hate the Kindle. She's a book person, that's great. She hates caramel corn. She's wrong, but she hates caramel corn, it's fine. Okay, but here's one that definitely should be brought up. People who don't have kids, but celebrate Mother's Day because they're a dog mother. With Team Susan? On that one? All right, Team Susan on that one? Because if I think your kid isn't going to grow up and quit med school to join an improv troupe, you don't get to take part in Mother's Day. I mean, next they're going to want to ask for the whole day off on Mother's Day for work, and no, so just no, we stop them there. Anyone else have one of these? I got a bunch, and I just want to make sure I'm in a group of people who understand what I'm talking about. With the intense, weird things that your partner hates. Go ahead.
I hear you.
You got one to shout out?
Four-way stops. Four-way,
You hate four-way stops.
No, I don't hate it.
No, your partner hates four-way stops. Those are everywhere. So just angry all the time?
Yeah, as soon as you pull up to it, just anger.
Wow. What could it possibly be? Boy, I wish there were only two-way stops here. To have four is way too much for me to handle out on the streets of North Hollywood. Too many. I got a friend who hates pandas. Pandas. I mean, he says they don't want to fuck, they don't want to eat, they're trying to die. And so he thinks we're wasting our time trying to keep them alive and loving on them the way we do. But pandas, I know. What have they ever done to anybody? Okay, here's one for Susan. Too many extra and/or decorative pillows on the bed. Yeah, I like it. This is where we're having a thing. Because, I don't know, here's the deal. It takes 15 seconds to take the pillows off when you go to bed, right? And then it takes 15 seconds to put them back on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yes.
And then the rest of the day it looks nice.
Beautiful.
Right.
But you're not in the room.
But here's the
You
deal.
leave it beautiful for no one.
Yes, but no. That's the deal. She won't even make the bed because she's like, okay, no one's coming over. Why do I have to make the bed? I'm here. I have to look at the bed.
Yay, Susan. Blasphemy.
Oh, you're split. Okay, fine. Some people are for Team Paul on that one. I don't know. Well, it's okay. She did the math. So if it takes 15 seconds to take the pillows off the bed and 15 seconds to put them back on, because pillow moving, not an intense journey. So that math is 30 seconds then a day. That's 3 hours a year. So in 50 years, it's 150 hours. So she's saying you are spending 6.25 days of your life moving pillows. Crazy or not crazy?
She's right.
Yeah.
She's right.
Give
You're
mic.
wasting
Why do you
6
have mic?
days.
Why do you have microphone? One person on mic at a time. Anyway, do you guys even make your bed?
Tomorrow, the bed looked nice.
What's it?
If you die tomorrow, the bed looks nice.
That's a dark way to look at it. That's true. Soldiers make their beds. The first thing you do in the morning, because then they've achieved something. That's what the sergeants say. They say if you, when they do it like this and they sharply turn it, they tuck it under, and because then they can just say, I've done something today, and it's a big deal, and I have to look at it, is my point. All right, I had a friend the other day, we were talking to somebody about this. She hates inspirational phrases. And really, you don't like inspirational phrases? I mean, I get the cat, hang in there. That's something. But it all works out in the end. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. I like that phrase. She has no time frame. She likes, I don't know, school shootings or something. Susan hates battery-operated candles.
Yes.
You hate those too? Yeah? Now, we know why we have battery-operated candles, because we don't live in a cave. But Susan would love that. All right, this is another thing we're having. I love Susan. We're working shit out. Big tiny house person. Tiny house with candles, that would be like her thing. I like adult homes. So who's winning there? Is it Team Paul or Team Susan? Tiny homes? Tiny homes? Oh, my people. More here.
Property?
Yeah, plus, you know.
Land?
What? We have a one-bedroom apartment. I get it. And Susan didn't even like the fireplaces that use gas. She wants actual wood. Yeah? She's fine smelling like a Boy Scout all day, you know, which doesn't turn me on. That's not a bad thing. All right. Okay, this one. She fucking hates the wind. The wind. I don't even know where to tell her to live. You know, like, where can you... The wind is everywhere. It's like four corners. That's the four corners. All right. I hate the rain. Because when it rains, then you carry it with you when you leave the rain. When you leave the wind, you're done with the wind. Nobody cares about science. All right. Science on this group. All right, now try and follow me on this one. Susan hates shopping at the grocery store. Anyone here hates shopping at the grocery store?
In Los Angeles,
Yeah? It's an LA thing?
in LA, I hate shopping.
Where do you shop? Ralph's or?
I don't know, I just go where I can get to
Well, see, then you go to Food for Less, and yeah, you hate shopping in LA. Or the 99-cent store, which I tried. Don't do anything edible at the 99-cent store, which is, of course, also way more than 99 cents. All right, so here's her deal. She gets her produce from, like, a place that delivers it every week. So, you know, we get to have meals with, like, from farmers. So we'll eat, hey, what's for dinner? Peppers and onions and bok choy. Are we having a meal? But that's a whole nother thing. She has a phone wallet, too. Like, I have a wallet, right? I have a pants wallet, I guess we'll call it. I have a pants wallet. She has a phone wallet, you know, it's a little phone with a back on it where you can put a couple of important cards in there, your bank card and other things. But she doesn't, this is very tricky. She hates having something in her phone wallet, like her Ralph's card, which she hates to use anyway because she doesn't like to go shopping at Ralph's. She explained herself, however, by saying she would hate having a card in her pants wallet more, even though she doesn't have a wallet in her pants.
Yes, yeah, she's right,
She's right. Anyway, we're getting married. That's the... Okay. Costco. No time for Costco. Are you guys Costco shoppers? All right, maybe this is where you turn on Susan, because she will have no part of it whatsoever. I was given a card once for a birthday present for Costco, and it took me like 2 hours to find something. You know, I eventually bought an air fryer, but I'm not like a guy. I don't need 30 packs of dental floss, and I don't need 75 diapers at a time because vasectomy, right, Susan? High five. Yeah, high five. That's right. I mean, I just don't feel I need to give my sperm any kind of intention to have to live up to. I'm going to let them do their own thing. Free fly as you will. And it was a memorable experience, the vasectomy. Has anyone else ever had a vasectomy here? No? I'm it? Oh, boy, you come... Boy, you really rootied that applause for vasectomies. No, it's quite an experience, though. It's what I'm going to tell my grandkids. Oh, no, I'm not. What I'm saying is $8 copay. Am I right? $8 copay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I want to invite you all to my wedding, but I have no idea when and where it's going to be. Thanks!
It's tacky to have a gas fireplace. It's tacky. It's so tacky to have a gas fireplace. It's tacky. It's super fucking tacky. Gas fireplace.
Give it up for Paul Preston, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's cool though? If you guys get a real fireplace, Susan, you could throw those fucking pillows in there for. Throw them all in, baby. Throw them all in. Give it up for Paul Preston, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one time. Also, I found it funny that your friend, his argument about pandas, he's like, well, you know, they don't fuck. They don't want to fuck. And it's like, is that guy trying to fuck pandas? Why is he... Like, you don't start with that. It's like, well, they don't want to fuck. That's what the pandas are. They don't want to fuck. They don't put out those fucking pandas. They just want to die. They don't want to fuck. Anyway.
Prude pandas.
Yeah, the prude pandas. Pandas like, wine and dine me first. All right. Give it up, Paul Preston, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. You guys ready for next comedian coming up right now, ladies and gentlemen? You ready for next comedian coming up right now, ladies and gentlemen? He's originally from New York City, performed all around the country. He was a finalist in the U.S. Comedy Contest. He's here for you guys tonight. Guys, get the round of applause going for my man, Dylan Fisher.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Keep it going for Mike and Paul on the show. What's happening? This is a little awkward. I was planning on airing out my grievances with Susan. Tonight. Well, I'm going to make a hard pivot. What's going on, everybody? I like to get AP news notifications on my phone because I'm a woke, cuck, fuck, liberal piece of shit. I like to stay on the up and up of what's going on in the world. I got an interesting notification from them recently, though. It said, breaking news. Russian President Vladimir Putin's 5th term is now an almost certainty with a Russian presidential election set for March 24th, 2024. Is that really breaking news? Associated Press? Breaking news, known dictator to stay in office. I think we can all just skip that one. We know he's not going anywhere. This was an exciting week for me. I just got back from Austin. I was officiating my best friend's wedding, which was pretty cool, and I think I'm going to get like 2 or 3 reels out of it. So it'll be pretty nice. It'll be worth it in the end. We did the bachelor party a couple days before the wedding. Bachelor parties in your 30s are an interesting thing because you know you're drinking beer, you're smoking pot, you're taking shrooms. You're also finding out which one of your friends regrets never experimenting with men in college. Like, Jerry, that's your 9th anal sex joke. Just ask one of us. There's got to be more of us here. I took a plane out there. I get to fly a lot, which is very nice, and I understand the need for airport security. Some bad stuff has happened. We want to make sure it never happens again. Do we have to keep taking our shoes off, though? Is that sticking around? Here's the thing that annoys me, is we take our shoes off, and then the very next thing we do is enter a body scanner. Are we supposed to believe that the body scanner can't also scan shoes? That's the reality we've all accepted? It can see through our clothes, it can see through our skin, but a pair of New Balances is where the technology breaks down. Next time I go to the airport, I'm going to show up in an outfit made entirely of shoes. Well, what are you going to do now, TSA? Checkmates. I always like getting the exit row on the plane because you get a little extra leg room. The only thing is before the flight attendant will come up to you and go, excuse me, you're sitting in an exit row. Are you comfortable assisting in an emergency? To which I always say yes, when I should really go, I don't know. I've never been in an airplane emergency. I don't know how I'm going to be. I can barely order a coffee if there's a line behind me. I was in a crowded Starbucks the other day, and the whole time in line I was like, cold brew, cold brew, cold brew, cold brew. And then I got up to the counter and they're like, what can we get you, sir? And I was like, hot tea, fuck shit. Damn it. I sat in my hot LA car drinking a hot tea. I don't really know if I'm the man for the airplane emergency. I also feel like it's time for airplanes to start jazzing up their security a little bit. You know, it's been the same thing for decades. Like seatbelts, we're all familiar with seatbelts. Our seats float. They hand out life jackets that float. They made everything float except the plane for some reason. I don't know how they missed that one. Also, the majority of flights I take are within the continental United States. I just don't really see how having a seat that floats is going to help me when crashing into rural Alabama.
You know what I mean? Like maybe make the headrest flame retardant or hand out shirts that don't also explode when you hit a mountain bike. Just some thoughts. Just some dark thoughts. I know they're hard to laugh at, but they're thoughts. I feel bad for the flight attendants because they have to do this spiel day in, day out. You know, it's got to get so old and soggy for them. Like, I don't think any of them are gathered in front of the airplane bathroom beforehand and going like, it's showtime, and then jogging out together. I feel like we could just skip it. We all get it, you know? If you're on a plane and it starts going down and a mask drops out of the ceiling, aren't we all just instinctually going to put it on our face? We don't need to be told to do that. I would like to think if we were all on a plane and it started going down and a string of sausages dropped out of the ceiling, wouldn't you just start eating them? You'd be like, oh God, eat your sausages first before helping others eat theirs. Yeah. I took Spirit out for the wedding because everything's going very well. And an interesting thing happened on the flight back. The flight attendant comes on the loudspeaker before takeoff and she goes, "Good news, everyone, you're on a brand new Spirit plane." And I immediately felt much less safe. I was like, who is making new Spirit planes? Can I get a used airplane, please? That would be the preference. I think Spirit pays the engineers more for every tool they don't use. Imagine this thing. You guys made it through the dark jokes, the airplane crash jokes. Very good. Very good. I didn't tell you to applaud. That was so mean, I'm so sorry. We were having so much fun and I lost you guys. Give it up for yourselves. I swear I'm nice. None of you believe me. It's fine. This whole set's become a plane crash all of a sudden. I'm sure you can all tell by taking a look at me, I was a bit of a bad boy in high school. You know? I'd always be walking down the hallways being like, wow. Seeing my other boys, we'd see each other, we'd be like, wow. Passing the girls, and they'd be like, oh, they're so bad. You know, high school stuff. One day, me and some friends, it was a Friday night, we broke into the football team's locker room, and then we found the janitor's closet, and it was filled with toilet paper. So we took a bunch of rolls of toilet paper, went down to the football field, and teepeed one of the goalposts, and we were all laughing and pushing each other and roaring at one another. And we were like, oh my God, this is so great, we teepeed our field goal post. We get back in our car, and we leave our high school campus, and we're in the car for like 2 minutes, and then one of my friends goes, did we just teepee our own high school? And we're like, oh yeah, I guess we did. And we're like, that's kind of lame. So we turned around, went back, took it all down, and threw it in the garbage. There's nothing more bad boy than being like, someone's gonna have to clean that up. You should really get back there. I have being a man's an interesting thing. I'm trying to get better at crying. I'm not very good at crying. I'm trying to like it more. I feel like pathetic when I cry, which I know is not like the right way to go about it. I also had a rough experience last year. I had like a big cry for the first time in a while, but what happened was, it was my dad's birthday, and I was taking him out for dinner that night. And I got home, and I only had like just the right amount of time to take a shower, and then I was gonna write in a book that I bought from a book that means a lot to me. So I was like, all right, I can hop in the shower, then I'll write in the book, and then I'll go run down and take him out for dinner. So I'm in the shower, scrubbing away, and I started like thinking like, what am I gonna write in this book? And then I started like thinking about my dad and like everything our family's been through and how much he means to me, and then how much this book I'm gonna give to him means to me. And I started to get really moved. I started to cry, like legitimately cry. But you know how you have like the checklist that you follow when you shower and you go in the same order every single time? I swear to God, I started crying right as I got to the portion of the shower where I take a loofah and shove it up my ass. So the last time I had a good cry, I was fisting my own ass, thinking about my dad and a book about Jim Henson.
So I don't like crying all that much. I find it a little difficult. Do you guys like dating other people? I like the online dating. I like how, as a society, like 20 years ago, we're all like, well, it's working for the pedophiles. Let's see if it helps grown-ups meet grown-ups. Let's give that a shot. Yeah. The apps are good. I like the apps. Sometimes I like to do a throwback, do things the old-fashioned way, put on my nicest shirt, go down to the bar and get turned down in person. It's a good time and a bad joke. That's okay. I was on Hinge the other day, and Hinge has all those prompts for people to kind of help you get conversations going. And I came upon this one woman's profile, and her prompt was a fact that surprises most people about you. And she wrote, "I'm adopted." I'm like, who are you telling you're adopted? And they're going, what? You're adopted? But your family, they seem so genetic. I don't mind the online dating. It's just the times that we live in. The only thing I don't like about it is now anytime I tell a friend that I went on a date, the first question out of their mouth is, do you have a picture? Do you have a picture of this person? Which makes me very uncomfortable, because if it was like 15 years ago and I saw a friend, I was like, oh, I went on a date last night. And they were like, do you have a picture of this person? And I did. That would be the creepiest thing that I could take out of my wallet. They're like, here's her walking to work. Here she is in the park with her friends. Here she is calling the police. Hey, you all were so much fun. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Guys, give it up. Dylan Fisher, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. I'm feeling good, baby. You guys want to switch it up with some music right now, huh? You want to talk to our house band for a little bit? Let's give it up for our house band, the show. The show, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome, thanks.
Hey, everybody. Having fun so far?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good.
We're the band, and we played a show last night, right?
Yeah, we played a show in a backyard in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But we saw a comedian bomb harder than
I've ever
seen a human or other performer
in my
bomb.
whole life. He was also the drunkest person
It was not talent related, it was alcohol
I've
related.
ever seen on a microphone, like even at a wedding or anything. This was the drunkest person that's ever had him, besides someone just being like, wah! Like he decided to do like 10 minutes. And it was so incredible. And Sean and I are very different because we've done like over 800 shows. So we've been all around the world and done this. And so we've seen a lot of comedians. And we've seen a lot of people bomb.
And I can't stand people bombing. I have too much empathy. Like, I just want to shrivel away and leave. I feel so bad for them that I can't be in the same room.
I feel like I'm watching Schindler's List. I'm just like, I cannot get enough of it. It is the greatest movie it's incredible to me. So we're sitting there.
Strange movie choice, not gonna lie.
And we're sitting there, and we are on this bench.
The other thing is, when I get nervous or feel kind of tense like that, I get really gassy. So
every time before a show, just so that we know, when we're backstage and we're like getting ready and we're kind of hyped, he just drops ass, like right as we're
so
like about
much,
to do
too.
it. Like, and we could be like in a little holding spot, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, God damn it, man! Like, it's so bad. But he'll usually go away, so I can usually tell. Like, Sean's in the green room, and he like goes to the corner, like a
And he knows it's showtime.
Yeah. So then, like last night, he's sitting there and he's watching. He wants to die. Sean is like, I gotta
I
get
wanted
out
to
of here.
shrivel away.
He's like, I can't be in here. And I'm like, no, watch. And he's like, no, fuck, dude, this is so uncomfortable. I can't even do this. And then
Something snuck out of me
that was so long. He farted for so long, and he held it so he was trying to be quiet because we were so close to the stage.
So like a light,
And we were
how you're trying to not make it loud.
We're on this wooden bench, and at some point I was like, "Is this fucking bench breaking? What the
It was like 20 seconds. I was even surprised. It was like a bumper boat, like a.
It was really good. Anyway, that was last night. We wanted to come tonight and try some songs that maybe we haven't played in a long time, and guys are, as we can tell, especially when you're best friends for this long, guys are very different, and we like different shit, and it's just how it goes. And so we're
gonna try some songs. You want to hear us try?
It doesn't matter.
We're gonna play them regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you.
This is called "Working It Out" with the show with Adam and Sean.
So this is a song. It's called "Gentleman's Song."
Gentleman's song, gentleman's song. This is our gentleman's song. Like a shot of Jack, the right amount of wrong. Like the perfect beard, it's the perfect song. Football games,
Lingerie,
barbecue,
and model trains.
Speaking of models,
Like supermodels.
give us all the models.
Let's pop some bottles.
Fishing boats and whiskey and cokes, rodeos and tasteless jokes.
These are some of God's favorite things. Ladies, are you listening?
Gentleman's song, gentleman's song. This is our gentleman's song. Like a shot of Jack, the right amount of wrong. Like the perfect beard,
It's the perfect song.
parlor games,
And lingerie.
secret missions for the USA. Steak and potatoes,
And sake bombs.
fantasy football and hot-ass moms, grizzly bears and leather books, saving dames from Captain Hook.
These are some of God's favorite things. Ladies, are you listening?
Gentleman's song, gentleman's song. This is our gentleman's song. Like a shot of Jack, the right amount of wrong. Like the perfect beer,
It's the perfect song.
But there's just one thing we forgot to mention.
Ladies, please pay attention.
Out of all of these things, it's what we love best.
It's at the top of our list. It's a little more sex.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's one for the fellas.
Just working it out. Just working it out. It's for the grizzly bear fans. The leather books. Earlier today, we landed on the moon again. For those of you that give a fucking shit. Obviously, no one does in here. But we did. We landed on the moon again. And so we wrote this song legitimately probably 12 years ago. And we played it one time 12 years ago. And then when we got here, we were like, what should we play? And I said, hey, we landed on the moon. And he goes, we did? And I said, yeah.
I was like, I thought we did that already.
And I was like, yeah, no, we did it again today. And he's like, okay, who gives a shit? And I said,
Again, I thought we did that already.
so I was like, well, we should play our moon song. And he goes, our what song? And I said, the song that we, all right. Anyway, this is that song.
It's a love song. Today's the day that I went to the moon.
And I was so excited, didn't know what to do.
Yep.
Try it again. This is 12 years ago. Here we go, working it out. Well, I'll go with you. It's okay. Yeah.
We're trying again. 12 years ago. Today's the day that I went to the moon.
And I was so excited, didn't know what to do. What's the first thing that you should do when you touch down on the motherfucking moon? You say, I'm on the moon, look at me. I must be so proud of a baby. But after that, the initial shock, there ain't much to do on this big ass rock. It's like,
Yeah, it's pretty gray.
it's like Phoenix or something. So we wrote the song for the lame ass moon. We thank you for your time and all that you do. We ain't coming back, no, never again. To be quite honest, we were disappointed. Though you have nothing to offer me, it was pretty cool here in zero gravity. But beyond that, and what it took to get here, I'd rather stay at home and just drink a beer with my friends. The moon is no fun without your 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 friends. Your friends, your friends. The moon is no fun without your friends. Your friends, your friends, your friends. The moon is no fun without your friends. The moon, the moon, the moon. The moon
Is pretty lame.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Let's work that out. Let's work that out.
Come on, Mike.
Guys, give it up for the show without a show. It was funny, I had this idea for the show and I was by myself and then I was looking up at the moon and then they came next to me and Paul was right next to me too and I was like, this means a lot. This means a lot. Because the moon sucks without your friends.
Sucks without your friends.
Give it up for best friends, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for best friends. Coming up right now, a close friend. Guys, ready for next comedian right now? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for next comedian right now, ladies and gentlemen? I've known this guy for a couple years. He runs an awesome 2 times a week show called Lunch Therapy. He comes all around town. Guys, get a round of applause going for my man, Joe Marshall!
Hey, my name is Joel Marshall. I'm from Australia. Here in America, land of the free, home of the brave. It's not so free now, is it? You don't even have free health care. That's not free. I was just on your freeway, stuck in traffic. That's not very free now, is it? I'm not really Australian. I don't know why I do that. It's like a nervous tick of mine. Like I'm not enough somehow. I have to be Australian. You see so many people being Australian these days, you say, hey, I'd like to be Australian too. You know, the Oscars are coming up, full of Australians. These days you can't be an American actor, you can't be a movie star unless you're Australian or British, let's face it. It's all British people. It's going to be a really weird Oscars this year because everybody's going to be really skinny because of Ozempic. Right? It's going to be a lot of really skinny people. Have you seen Oprah? She's on Ozempic. She's got like a really big head and a really skinny body. She looks like a human Pez dispenser. You know, that's the way movie stars have always really been. I saw Jude Law on the set one time and he had a gigantic head. Pez dispenser body. I expected his head to lift up and like a candy come out, you know? That would be really tasty, but it never happened. The Oscars are weird too now because it's really about who has the biggest advertising budget. You know, for those for your consideration things. You know, 2 years ago, somebody squeaked by, there was this movie called To Leslie. I don't know if you saw this, but it was a little independent film, right? Mark Maron. The woman got a nomination for an Oscar, and the studios were pissed. They were like, that's cheating. Getting a nomination because you were good. Because of word of mouth. They had been cheating for so long. They got it confused. They thought they were in the right, and this was cheating somehow. It's just weird. It's really weird. I'm an actor, too. Any actors out here? A lot of actors, right? We just had the Screen Actors Guild strike. That was horrible. And now we can finally go back to being unemployed. I mean, it was really necessary, though, that we struck because, the studios, they wanted to, scan our bodies and record our voices and then put it into a computer and then just make movies without us. It's ridiculous. They don't know the power of the actor. The actor can put themselves in other people's shoes. They can conjure up emotions, take after take after take. And an actor can detect free food up to 7 miles away. It's true. I thought we were going to have to start our own streaming service. That would have been weird, right? Or like an actor streaming service. But I don't think we should name it, though, because we're really bad at naming things. We have a union with some of the most beautiful people in the world, and we decided to call it SAG. It stands for Screen Actors Guild, right? It's better than our first choice. Our first choice was Film Actors Guild. That would be terrible. We can't even decide on a name. I mean, we also call it AFTRA, which stands for We'll Get Paid After Everybody Else. And I'm getting worried, too, because I'm getting older, I'm getting older, and they don't have a pill for that. It's weird with the Ozempic, too. Everybody's like, let's all be body conscious, like anybody can be any shape. Oh, I can take a pill and get really skinny? Okay, I'll take that. I mean, that's really, but lately when I work out, I don't get really strong anymore. When I was younger, I would work out and my muscles would get really big. Really, instantly. They get all swollen. And sometimes, a friend would be like, did you just work out? And I'd be like, yep. Because I'd be bigger. I'd be physically bigger. Now, when I work out, I just get tired. In fact, sometimes I'll see somebody and they'll be like, did you just work out? And I'll be like, yep. And they're like, yeah, because you look really tired. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible getting older. But all of us are getting older. We're all getting older. My wife and I have been together for 24 years. How about that? I'm talking about, what's weird, though, is you make your list of, the things that bother each other. That just continues for 24 years. We always argue about whether baths are better or showers. How many shower people here? You're wrong. It's baths. You don't know? It's baths. Okay. My wife also, she'll get in the car, and I'm driving, and she'll bring a huge cup of tea, full to the brim. Yeah, like a ceramic cup of tea. And then she expects me to drive with that. And what happens is I hit a speed bump and it spills all over her. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Drive smoother. I mean, I can drive slower, faster. I can't drive smoother. I try. I'm a good husband. Also, we had to go to the mechanic the other day. And she's like, I'm like, we'd never been there before. And we had to take 2 cars. And she said, I'll follow you. And this has been a thing that we just fight over all the time. I'm like, why don't you put the address in your phone? Right? She's like, what do you mean, MapQuest? And I get 0 to 60 livid when she says MapQuest. Because it's like she's fucking with me, right? I mean, she might as well have said, why don't you just fax me the address? Or can I borrow your Thomas guide? Because, having somebody follow you is dangerous. It's dangerous because they're right behind you and you're looking in the rearview mirror the whole time to make sure they're still behind you. And my wife texts me, too, while she's doing it. Yeah. So I'm going to get in a car wreck, right? And so I try and keep her really close because she gets pissed off if somebody gets in between us. She's like, that asshole! She's texting me, that asshole! Why the fuck did you do that? But have you ever been driving down the street and you're like, I'm not going to get between those two cars because clearly that person's following the other person. You can't tell. You cannot tell that they're following each other. Nobody can tell. We don't have like flags on our car or something like that. Leader, follower. So she gets in really close behind me, and I think that she's going to end up in my trunk. I put the brakes on too hard. It's going to be a smack. And then I'm going to have to call my insurance company. I just got in 2 accidents. Did you get the driver's information? Yes. It's my wife. So that's going to suck. I'm from Seattle. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm from Seattle. And so, I grew up during the grunge period. You're familiar with that? Yeah. Grew up with all those people like Lane Staley and Chris Cornell and Nirvana. Right? And this is what Kurt Cobain would look like if he survived. But we didn't have Ozempic back then, It was all heroin. Side effects include shooting your head off, hanging yourself in a closet, or dying on the floor and being found 5 days later. That's horrible. This is getting dark. This is getting very dark. Very dark. It's weird though, because we didn't have a lot of role models. We only had, they'd ask us what we want to be when we grow up, and half of us would say serial killer. Yeah, I'm serious. We had so many serial killers. We had the freeway killer and the boxcar killer. He just rode the rails killing hobos. Yeah, it was an entry-level position. We had a female serial killer. She would get rich people to hire her to put them on a diet, and then she would starve them to death. She killed 16 people this way. And this was in Seattle. Imagine if she was here. She'd wipe out half of Burbank. Yeah, and Ted Bundy went to my college. They said, everybody said, he's really nice. Turns out he was killing everybody. The other weird thing about that time period is if you were on death row, you could choose to be hung by the neck until dead. Yeah. There's only one other state where you could get that. Anybody know what it is? Not you guys. It's New Hampshire. It's weird. I thought they were really nice. Maybe they are nice. Because they put that noose around your neck and they drop the floor out. Is there like a moment where you're like, wow, that really fixed my back. I don't feel like killing anymore. All right, I'm Joel Marshall. Thank you so much.
What do you think? You want to talk to him for a little bit? Skin the cows, baby. Joel Marshall, ladies and gentlemen.
So much fun.
Dude, I went to chiropractor last year for the first couple times.
Yeah.
And I get so scared of that thing. Because I think they're going to kill me like it is like a noose. Like when they just pull you.
Isn't it weird when they move your neck and it makes that popping sound?
Yeah.
People don't do that. Is this on? Hello? Oh, you can hear me. Oh, good. Yeah, because if somebody just off the street came by and was like, here, let me fix your head, yanking on my head like they do,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I know.
dude.
Well, they do that.
I press charges. You should press charges. There's some good
You gotta
money.
press charges.
Yeah.
They do the what's it called? It's called it's like the rope where they pull your neck. Where it's like, oh man, I'm corrected. And they're like, all right, get out of here. You're not in
Do
prison
they have a
anymore.
name for that?
I forget what it's called.
Traction? Is that what it's called? We have a whole group of people here that can help us.
Are they all they're all chiropractors?
This is weird.
We're a big
This is-
chiropractor show.
This is fun, this show, right? I mean, this is...
Yeah,
We're not just cracking jokes, we're cracking necks, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. All right.
Does your set have measles? That's what I'm wondering.
My set?
Yeah, see all the weird little spots?
Oh.
I'm thinking it's got some...
This is the next outbreak of COVID on my show. Let's cut this tape. We all got measles from the show, but we learned It's so funny. No, this was a show. This is Loft Ensemble Theater, ladies and gentlemen. You guys,
We love it.
you can pop into your math quest.
We love it.
And they actually did a show here called La Cocina. So this is an entire kitchen of the back of a house. That's why there's a walk-in freezer, and they had a whole bunch of stuff over here, so they were taking stuff down.
This is a cool place, by the way. They've got 3 theaters here.
Yeah, two spots. Yeah, two
Well,
theaters.
Like I said, 2
They had 3, but the one had measles.
Oh, they had a quarantine.
They had a quarantine. Well, listen, dude, thank you so much for doing the show.
I'm really
This is our first time meeting in person, actually.
We've known each other for maybe 3 years now, and
Yeah.
we've never seen each other three-dimensionally.
Yeah, it's always on Zoom. Always like,
So, but we have a blast together.
yeah,
So
it's always, you're such a fucking fun dude, man. And I didn't know that about you. Well, I kind of knew a little bit about you, but you grew up in Seattle.
Yes.
What was that? Tell me about that. When did you first, did you fall in love with acting and comedy in Seattle, or what was it?
I knew I
what was
wanted
your
to be
goal?
an actor when I was 3 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know any actors. There were no actors in Seattle.
Really?
No. There was no. Just me.
I'm gonna be the one actor.
Just me. I was like, I'm gonna be an actor, and they're like, you're crazy. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you? I'm still trying to prove that to them. I'm not crazy.
The whole town.
The whole
Yeah.
town. The whole town.
You know, Joel's acting. It's like, no. Is he?
They don't believe it. They
Is
still
he?
don't believe it.
Is he?
You know, when you're on TV and your friends see you on TV, you think they're gonna be like, wow, that was really cool. You're on TV. They're like, yeah. I don't know. Because it's like they're watching TV and then all of a sudden you walk in. They don't believe you're like a gangster or whatever you're playing. They're like, oh.
Joel, you always took me out of Blue Bloods. What the fuck?
It's really disturbing.
Yeah.
You walked on there. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But it's not quite.
So you've been acting since you were 3? That's what you wanted to do, the community theater and
I
stuff?
started acting. I played Santa Claus in the school play.
No way.
Santa Claus and the Witch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it was cool because I was a little fat kid, like a lot of us, and they didn't have Ozempic.
I started taking Ozempic in 7th grade, and look at me
Heroin
now.
came later.
Yeah.
So they were like, and so I don't know if you ever saw the magazine Dynamite, but that's what we read when we were kids. And
Okay.
there was actually a cartoon in there where I was like so happy to get the role, my first big role, and there was a cartoon in there that said, don't you hate it when, that was the thing, don't you hate it when the only reason you get the role in the school play is because you're fat? And then it had a kid in a Santa Claus suit, and it said, you're perfect, Joel. It was like somebody wrote it in my class. I was like, what is going on here? But I knew my destiny.
That's fucked up.
I know, it's so fucked up.
Oh my
I wish I had
God.
it still to this day. I was traumatized.
Holy
It
shit.
was like, is God trying to tell me something?
But you know what I looked up about you, because you went to school for college for acting and stuff too.
Yeah.
You played Romeo.
I did. I
So
played
fuck
Romeo.
those kids, baby. Yeah, Romeo, baby.
I played Romeo 7 times.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
One of them was just in my room. It still counts.
It's my best credit, baby.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that. So when did you get into when did you feel like, hey, I want to start doing comedy and stuff? Because your lunch therapy show, let's talk about that too. Lunch therapy, it's been such you built that during the pandemic. You built this comedy talk show kind of thing, twice a week now. So tell me about that, lunch therapy.
I was going crazy because I had to cancel a show. Like I was doing a live show, live stand-up show, and I had to cancel one. And I just had this you know how I am. I'm relentless sometimes with it. So I had to cancel, and I felt so bad. I was like, I'm gonna just do a show in my garage. So I was like, how can I live stream to YouTube? And I just started live streaming to YouTube, and I did like a half-hour set or whatever. And then I was like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And then I did it the next day, and I did every day for I don't know how long.
You were doing every day at first.
And my friends, a lot of my college friends, got on, and then they were chatting, and it kind of developed.
Yeah.
And I was doing it every day for a long time until I almost died. And then and I ran out of material, of course.
Yeah.
I ran out of material, and I was just telling old stories and things like that. And then I moved it to 3 days a week, and then now it's 2 days a week. But it's been going for 4 years.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
On Fridays we interview people like directors and actors and comedians, and on Tuesdays we just have a lot of fun. And sometimes Mike comes on, and I bring on comedians.
Oh, it's so fun,
It's
dude.
really fun. It's
I always
like
appreciate you having me on.
Yeah,
It's always
and
fun.
You're so great too.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
fun just to improv and just fuck around. You always it's amazing for someone to have that much commitment to do it twice a week. And you have over 11,000 subscribers now on YouTube. When I tune in, there's people oh, Mike's back. Oh, Mike's on. I'm like, holy
It's a
shit.
community.
Yeah, it's a
We call
community.
ourselves the hummingbirds. And,
Yeah.
it's just kind of evolved.
I love it, dude.
And there's a lot of comedians, and I feel really connected to the comedy world. Like Howard Aronin is here, and Jim Sykes.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of our friends, and it's just been it helped us get through the pandemic, I tell you. But it also is helping us, keep our minds right, creativity, get our creativity flowing, and also inspire each other. Like there's a woman, she's now called Mama J.
Uh-huh.
Jay Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
She's from Kansas. I met her in a Zoom room or whatever, and she was starting out doing comedy, and she was just on The Trust on Netflix.
Okay.
But it was only because I had a guest on who was a casting director, and then she went out to Kansas to do a show, and I told Jay, go over there and interview her for my show, and so Jay interviewed her. Kim Clevenger is her name.
Yeah.
And then one day, Kim sent her a thing saying, you gotta apply for this thing right now, and she applied for it, and so then she's on this show, and then they call her Mama J on the show, and she's like a celebrity now.
Yeah.
And I think she's 71 years old.
Yeah.
God bless
So
her.
it's just super exciting,
Yeah.
you know, all the different things that happen that you just don't know are gonna happen,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, dude, thank you so much for doing this show. Thank you so much for having me on your show. You guys got to check him out twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays for lunch therapy. And thank you so much for building a community of comedy and just being the best in the biz, baby. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Give it up for Joel Marshall, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Are you guys ready for your next comedian right now, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys ready for your next comedian right now, ladies and gentlemen? She is amazing. I've known this girl for a long time. She performs all around the country. She has an amazing show in Utah called Electric Comedy, where she hosts and produces shows every month. Guys, get the round of applause going. Get it going for Val DeRoe, ladies and gentlemen.
What a fun show! We've had such a magical night tonight. You got engaged. Congratulations. Susan, run. This man is a psycho. He printed a hate list on the clipboard and read it to the whole show. And you two, what a beautiful group. Who are you people? Are you Troye Sivan? Who are you? Yes.
I'm Leon.
Gorgeous. Who are you?
Jessica.
Jessica! Say your name with more confidence like that. Jessica.
My wife.
Gorgeous! Gorgeous! We got the musical artist in the house. We got Homeboy. I loved your set. You're like, I was a bad boy. You look like an emo boy. Were you into emo music? Yeah. Good. We got these beautiful ladies. Oh my gosh, I saw a group of dudes walk from this to this comedy show from 6 blocks away. Yeah, it was crazy. I saw this group eating a trunk of pizza out of the trunk. I like your style. You look cool. And Howard, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been, buddy? I feel like we're all friends. Are we all friends? Dare I call you friends? Dare I call you friends? I just had a baby. I gotta keep this a little short for the babysitter. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Val DeRoe. I'm French, African, Italian, and in LA, they call me Mexican. Gracias. My dad is Creole, my mom's Sicilian, which makes me a mulatto gelato. And I'm a quarter black, so I could say, what a Monday. That went as well as it should in a predominantly white audience. I know what some of you are thinking. She looks pretty Mexican to me. But I didn't grow up in Los Angeles. I grew up in Utah. Is right. I could have been leader of the Black Panther Party in Utah. I didn't even know I was brown until I moved to Utah. And on the first day of school, this little girl said, "You're going to hell because you're not a Mormon." And I said, "That's fine." At least hell is warmer than Utah. My dad loved that he was the only black man besides Karl Malone. And anytime any Mormon asked, "Where are you from?" he would say, Inglewood! Inglewood, always up to no good. You got to keep your powder dry, trigger ready, head on the swivel. I said, your name is Irving Peter DeRoe III. You had a horse growing up. What part of your childhood was hard? He told me, I'll punch a bitch in the face for a Klondike bar. And that sounds hard to me. Yes, so because of my dad, I dated a lot of questionable dudes. I once dated a dude who asked me for gas money. I said, gas money, motherfucker, how much do you want? He said $10. That should have been the first clue that relationship wasn't going far. But I proceeded to date him for another 3 years. I know. Yeah, I regret my life choices. I once dated a dude who was autistic. He was never officially diagnosed, but his mother suspected, and I didn't deny it. Secretly, I didn't have the heart to tell her, your son isn't autistic. He just took too much acid. That is why he stutters. I once dated a dude who told me, I like to stick a can of beans on top of my car and let them cook in the sun. I said, you work at a pizza shop, Jesse. Why can't you just eat pizza like a normal American, right? Right? That same dude brought an acoustic guitar to my party, which would have been fine, but it was a rave. My girlfriends are like, who the fuck is that guy going, where's where? Like, can't you play some Santana or some shit? Damn, Jesse, same guy threw a bracelet full of go-hoos at me and said, I got a devil's sight, baby. And that's when I knew it'd be okay to marry a Mormon. I married a Mormon because it's like they say, when you know, that you really need health insurance. We have health insurance, car insurance, life insurance, and I'm just waiting for an accident to happen. Some of you don't have life insurance, and that's smart of you. But you don't pay $30 a month for nothing. Okay, fine. That fell flat. My mother she warned me not to marry a Mormon. She said he'll baptize you, he'll brainwash you, don't drink the Kool-Aid. But I said, this is America. Everything is brainwashing. Right? Yeah. What was that drug you said? Ozempic? Brainwashing. The news? Brainwashing. Social media? Brainwashing. I delete Instagram and Facebook, and God, it feels so great. Thank you. Thank you. I got a fifth of my soul back, and I actually like humanity again. I love it. My mom asked, why did you delete Facebook? And I said, it's like a dinosaur, sweetie. Extinct. Yeah. Let that one resonate. My girlfriends asked, why did you delete Instagram? And apart from the fact it's a black magic hex controlling humanity with the same 5 fucking songs every reel and fire emojis. I can't do another decade of duck face or boomerangs. It's bad for the way I see people. And newsflash, unless you're stupid or a slut or a kitten or a puppy, you're never going viral. Never. In real life, I like people. But on social media, I fucking hate you! All of you, I'm Val Terrell. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Val Terrell! Guys, Val Terrell, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? You want to talk there for a little bit? What do you think? I didn't know you. I went to tag you for the show on Instagram, and I was like, did you delete it? And you're like, I fuck Meta.
fuck Matterport. We're done.
And I sent you a GIF of Zuckerberg. I was like, all right.
How the fuck did we let Zucks hijack the way we socialize?
Right?
Zucks of all people.
Zucks. Fucking Zucks. The shit Zucks.
Zucks.
Anyway, follow me at Mike Perkins _ for the show. No, give it up for Val DeRoe, ladies and gentlemen. I love that you took, but you're such a positive person, so a lot of social media is just fucking so negative all the time.
I really tried. Like, I was on it for 10 years. I tried so hard to see the good in it.
Yeah.
After like 1,000 advertisements every day, and oh, you're secretly listening to everything I say?
Yeah.
Ew. Rebuke me, Satan. God.
Rebuke me, Satan.
Devilish energy, that hex, that Instagram.
I love it even when you say that you're positive. You're like, rebuke you, Satan. Yeah, fucking. Thank you so much for doing this show. We've been friends for a long time. You were the first show I did outside of the pandemic.
That's right, Electric Comedy.
Electric Comedy,
Utah.
ladies and gentlemen.
If you ever go to Zion, check us out.
Yeah, it's amazing. You built. Well, let's not talk about that yet. I want to talk about you. You grew up in Utah.
Yeah.
What was the dream as a kid? Did you always want to do comedy, acting, all of that?
I mean, somebody said they watched a lot of Nickelodeon. I watched it too.
Yeah.
You said that. That was
Yes, I did.
crazy. That took a twist.
Nickelodeon was amazing.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Nickelodeon. Thought, gee, that'd be fun. But my parents never believed in me, or never did they have the discipline or like the energy. Like, you have to really make a job out of it. You have to come here. Someone's got to take you to auditions, and my parents never did. So. I got a little older. I went to film school. I always loved storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Love the art of storytelling. And funny enough, it was Schindler's List.
Shout out, Adam.
Yeah, it was Schindler's List that made me think, like, how great does humor play a role in storytelling, and how important is it to weave a good sense of humor into such a serious story, no matter what you're handling. So it got me into comedy. Growing up, my dad used to always take us to Wise Guys Comedy Club.
Oh, yeah.
So I just loved it. I just love comedy. It's so great.
Think
And the
it's-
show's so great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Give it up for that. Give it up for the show. Is Schindler's List a comedy? Does it have funny parts of it? I never watched it, but I'm like, wait, that got you into comedy? You're like, what got you into comedy? Fucking Schindler's List. But no, I know what you mean. It's like the
accountant.
It's kind of like Goodfellas for me. Like Goodfellas for me is like there's so much comedy in that, the serious moments like that make it like comedy can kind of bring stuff out of that. Okay, I gotta watch Schindler's List.
So much
But even Utah going to Wise Guys and stuff, let's get back to Electric Comedy, baby. You built this entire comedy community in Utah, in St. George, right? St. George, Utah?
They built themselves, like they were already there. I just provided a space. And
Yeah.
I always love to bring my friends from Los Angeles, but also local comedians, because it's really the LA comedians that bring the professionalism.
Yeah.
Comedians out here are working out multiple times a week, a bunch of different venues and audiences, whereas in Utah, maybe like one open mic once a week. So it's really nice to blend. We get a good group of like comics from all over the country, even all over the world, and try to put together a really nice lineup.
I know when I did it, it was in this beautiful, it's the Electric Theater in St. George. It's such a beautiful thing, and you have become the queen of electric comedy and just producing the hell out of that. And we gotta give it up for you for doing that, because it's hard to build a show around that, and especially in somewhere like you said, only had one open mic. You're kind of coming like, hey, we're gonna do this now, and we're gonna just hit the ground running with it, which is incredible. So. Yeah, I love that. So where do you think it's kind of going? What do you love about electric comedy? What's next for electric comedy?
That's such a good question, because it is really hard to produce a show. And as you can see, like, it's this moment with all of us here right now connected. And thank God for the lady filming, because then it goes a little farther, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I've always been interested in the camera, and I really, 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 really want to shoot sketches and do a show like SNL, but no disrespect, better.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Sketches, baby.
Yes, I got a couple sketches lined up. We just filmed one today. It's called Yay
Valerie Night Live.
No, but hey, another late show tonight. We could always slip in a good monologue, some sizzling jokes.
Okay, I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
There's some really fucked up jokes tonight in your monologue.
I try to go, I do it up, baby. I want to ask you a couple more questions before we leave, because I think you're such a positive person. I love that. I think that's why we kind of connect. Plus, you got some Italian, you know what I mean? We gotta stick together, you know. But I feel like it's so hard to find, especially in comedy or even LA or anywhere, is someone that's so positive and also like that is so committed to their craft. Like what I said, like you built electric comedy from nothing. It's like it's hard to find those kind of positive people that do that. And you're very brave for doing that stuff. And one of the questions I want to ask is, when was the last time you felt brave?
Oh, wow. Gee.
Got deep, right? Got deep. It's like Schindler's List right now. It's getting pretty deep. I never seen it.
It's hilarious. This question, and I don't know if I've ever felt brave.
Really?
Really, like I've never consciously thought that this is a brave moment for me. But if I am being honest, like before every show, I get so nervous. You could probably even tell a little bit. I just get nervous.
Oh, we all do, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe in this moment, I feel brave.
Yeah!
I love it. Yeah. And final question, because I always like to ask this to comedians. What's the hardest you ever laughed? Whether it be when you were a kid, whether it was my monologue, whether it was, anything. What was the hardest you ever laughed and that always stuck to you?
Oh, gosh. Ever since I was a baby, I've been laughing so hard that I cry. And I'm trying to think of the last time. It was actually today, but I don't remember what it was. I did eat some cannabis gummies that may or may not It was so funny, but I don't remember. I'm sorry.
She said my monologue. Oh, yeah.
Your monologue.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. You made us laugh very much. Guys, give it up for Vandalism. And follow her on social media when she gets stuff. No, give it up for Vandalism, ladies and gentlemen. Go to her website. She produces amazing shows all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready for our musical guest right now, ladies and gentlemen? We're ready to rock out towards the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. You ready for this? She has music all over Apple Music and Spotify. She performs all around town and the country. Guys, get the round of applause going for Madison Montgomery!
This first song sounds happy, but my boyfriend recently brought it to my attention that it's not my experience at all, which makes it a really sad song. Kid, welcome home. This plate's for you. That's how we throw our barbecues. You got your cousin in the backyard grilling it up. Little hands at dinner tables getting love from the pub. And everybody's hugging, getting kissed by the sun. It's just right, you know. There's always someone saving your seat. Welcome home. Please help yourself. Get what you need. There's no one else you have to be. So just kick your feet up and tell a story that we love. Cause that's how we do our barbecues. You got your cousin in the backyard grilling it up. Little hands at dinner tables getting love from the pub. And everybody's hugging, getting kissed by the sun. It's just right, you know. There's always someone saving your seat. Welcome home. We got your room, just how you left those old cartoons that you still love. Don't leave too soon. We just started getting used to having you back, yeah, having you back here. Beats on the best years. You got your cousin in the backyard grilling it up. Little hands at dinner tables getting love from the pub. And everybody's acting, getting kissed by the sun. It's just right. You know, there's always someone saving your seat. Welcome home. Yeah, I'm weak. Yes. Alright, this next song is a love song. It's to someone in the room. Can you turn the track on? Better than spicy chips. Stay on my hands and lips. It's better than getting lit. No, come down. Can't give you holes in Rome, but I can make us a home, and we'll fill every room. Love comes out. These red fingers tracing ya, my hometown Basquiat. Don't mind if they linger. Don't want a window shop, 'cause red fingers leave colors. I wanna touch the art, touch the art, touch the art. Red fingers, red fingers. Can't give you holes in rope, but I can make us a home, and we'll fill every room. Love comes out to try to handle the heat, and I'll try to take it easy, but I gotta touch what I see. I can't help these red fingers tracing ya, my hometown Basquiat. Don't mind if they linger. Don't want a window shop, 'cause red fingers leave colors. I wanna touch the art, touch the art, touch the art. Red fingers touching the art. Red fingers painting my heart. Red fingers never been far. Red fingers touching the art. Red fingers tracing ya, my hometown Basquiat. Don't mind if they linger. Don't want a window shop, 'cause red fingers leave colors. I wanna touch the art, touch the art, touch the art. Red fingers, red fingers, red fingers. Now I'm gonna depress you. I'm sorry. It's for my last song. I'll leave you on a very sad note. I wrote this song about someone who's very close to me that got really wrapped up in drugs, and it really took her down, and took me down with it until I said fuck that. So now that's that song. I sat with your ghost, watched you come and go. Good times and shadows are all that's left, no afterglow. The party's gotta stop, it's part of growing up. You didn't, I did. Keep filling your cup and make it emptier. I'm skipping, 'cause this is me letting go. Getting too hard to breathe with you close. almost enough to rub off and snuff me out. But you gotta live without me. I'm letting go. Had a hell of a ride. Passenger in your life. But you got lost in the light. And I lost you 1,000 times. Party's gotta stop, it's part of growing up. You didn't, and I did. Keep filling your cup, and make it emptier. I'm skipping, 'cause this is me letting go. Getting too hard to breathe with you close. Almost enough to rub off and snuff me out. You gotta live without me. I'm letting go. This is me letting go. I know it's not how we want it. This is what's good for you. Oh, what's left me haunted. This is me letting go while the good times gone bad. And this is what's good for you. I promise. This is me letting go. Getting too hard to breathe with you close. Almost enough to rub off and snuff me out. You gotta live without me. I'm letting go.
Madison Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow her on Spotify, Instagram, everything. She's the best of the best, ladies and gentlemen. And that was our show, baby.